The office was silent. Only one sound filled the floor. Crash! A white porcelain cup shattered on the shiny marble floor. Coffee spread like a brown river. Everyone turned. Mr. Carter, the rich boss in his sharp blue suit, stared at the broken pieces. His face turned red with anger. At his feet, a poor cleaner named Eli was on his knees. His hands were shaking. His old shoes were wet with coffee. Mr. Carter shouted, loud enough for the whole floor to hear, "Are you blind? This cup costs more than your whole month's salary." Eli whispered, his voice trembling, "Sir, I'm so sorry. I slipped. I'll clean it. Please, don't be angry. I really need this job." Mr. Carter laughed coldly. "People like you always say that. You're all the same, careless, useless." He pointed at the broken cup like it was a dead body. "Look at what you did. This was a gift from the company CEO, and you broke it." All the employees watched. Some felt bad, but nobody spoke. If you were there, would you say something? Or would you stay quiet too? Eli bent down and started picking up the pieces. His fingers shook. One sharp piece cut his skin. A small line of blood appeared on his hand. He winced but stayed quiet. Mr. Carter saw the blood and still shouted, "Don't get your dirty blood on the floor. Do you know how much this office costs?" Mia, the receptionist, whispered to her friend, "This is too much. He's humiliating him for a cup." Her friend replied softly, "Sure, if he hears you, you're next." Mr. Carter walked in circles like a king giving orders. He raised his voice again. "Everyone, look at this. Look at the kind of people we hire. A cleaner who can't even hold a cup." Some people looked away. Some pretended to type on their computers. But their eyes stayed on Eli. Eli's face burned with shame. His eyes filled with tears, but he did not let them fall. "Sir," Eli said quietly, "I'll pay for the cup. You can cut my salary. Please, I have a daughter. School fees, rent." Mr. Carter cut him off. "I don't care about your excuses," he snapped. "You poor people always have some sad story." He looked at the security guard, Daniel. "Daniel, take his ID card. From today, he is fired." Eli froze. "Fired?" His voice broke. "Please, sir, it was just a mistake. I've worked here for 3 years. I clean your office every day. I never complain. Please don't do this." Mr. Carter stepped closer. He looked down at Eli like he was trash. "You broke something that was important to me. So I will break something that is important to you, your job." Everyone felt the sting of that sentence. Daniel hesitated. He knew something. He had seen something. Because just 10 minutes before, the security camera had recorded something very different. In the video, Mr. Carter himself had bumped into the tea trolley while shouting on the phone. The trolley shook. The cup slid. It had been hanging at the edge, ready to fall. But Mr. Carter did not know that. He wanted someone to blame. So he chose the weakest person in the room. Daniel slowly walked to Eli and whispered, "I'm sorry, brother." He gave the order. He took Eli's ID card. Eli's shoulders dropped. He stood up slowly, holding his injured hand. People looked at him with pity. Mr. Carter said loudly, "Now get out of my office, and don't come back." Eli looked at him with wet eyes. "I pray," Eli said softly, "one day you understand how it feels when someone treats you like this." Then Eli turned and walked away. The office was quiet again, but this time the silence fell heavy, like something big was about to happen. Outside the office building, Eli sat on the steps. He held his small lunchbox in his hands. He didn't open it. His stomach was empty, but his heart hurt more. He thought of his daughter, Alina, her smile, her school uniform, her little shoes with worn-out soles. "Baba, will we pay the school fee this month?" She had asked that morning. He had smiled and lied. "Yes, my princess. Baba will handle everything." Now he had no job. Tears finally rolled down his cheeks. He whispered to himself, "What will I tell her now?" Inside the building, Daniel walked back to the security room. His chest felt tight. He sat in front of the CCTV screens and rewound the footage. There it was. The truth. In the video, The T-boy had parked the trolley safely away from the edge of the table. Then Mr. Carter had stormed out his office, shouting into his phone. He waved his hands wildly and bumped into the trolley. The cup shook, slid, fell to the very edge. A few minutes later, Eli entered and began cleaning nearby. He didn't even touch the trolley. He just moved past it. The cup finally slid off and crashed. So who really caused it? Not Eli. Daniel ran his fingers through his hair. "This is wrong," he muttered. "He fired an innocent man." Mia knocked on the door. "Daniel, can I come in?" He opened the door. Her eyes were red. She had been crying. "Daniel, did you see the cameras?" she asked. He nodded. "Yes. And you?" "I was there, in the lobby when Mr. Carter bumped the trolley," she said. "But I didn't say anything. I was scared." Daniel sighed. "We all were." Mia looked at the screen and covered her mouth. "This can save Eli's job," she said. Daniel frowned. "Or it can cost us ours," he said. "You know how powerful Mr. Carter is. He will deny it. He will say we edited the video." Mia was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "What about the CEO? Mr. Raymond. He owns a company. He doesn't come often, but he is fair. I heard he hates injustice." Daniel thought for a moment. He looked again at the screen. At the truth. At a poor cleaner losing his job for something he did not do. "How can I stay quiet and watch this?" he whispered. He opened his email. He attached the CCTV clip. In the subject line, he wrote, "Important. Truth about the broken cup incident. Please watch." In the message, he wrote, "Sir, this video shows what really happened. Eli, the cleaner, is innocent. I know sending this could risk my job, but I can't stay silent." He sent it. His hand shook after pressing send. Mia stared at him. "Do you think he will see it?" she asked. "I don't know," Daniel replied, "but I had to try." That night, Eli went home with heavy steps. His wife, Grace, opened the door. "You came early," she said, surprised. Then she saw his face. "What happened?" Eli sat on the old sofa. "I lost my job," he said softly. Grace's eyes filled with tears. "Again," she whispered. "Why? What did you do?" He looked at his injured hand and said, "I broke a cup." Alina ran out from her room. "Baba," she said, hugging him. "Look, I drew your office." She showed him a paper. On it, she had drawn him in a uniform, holding a mop, but with a big smile on his face. Underneath, she had written in her small handwriting, "My hero Ali Baba." His heart broke. He hugged her tightly. "I'm sorry, princess," he whispered. "Baba failed today." But Alina shook her head. "No, heroes never fail," she said. "Maybe God is planning something better." Her simple words went deep into his heart. He closed his eyes and silently prayed. "Ya Allah, you saw everything. You know the truth. You are the best judge." Back at the office, very late at night, someone opened Daniel's email. It was Mr. Raymond, the CEO. He was in another city, but he watched the entire clip. His face grew serious. "So," he said to himself, "this is how my manager treats my people." The next morning, a message went out to the whole office. All staff must attend an urgent meeting at 10 a.m. in the main conference hall. Mr. Carter read the message on his phone and smiled. Probably about the new project, he thought. He adjusted his tie. He had no idea what was coming. At 10 a.m., the conference hall was full. Employees whispered to each other. "Why are we all here? Is someone getting promoted? Maybe new targets?" Mia sat in the second row. Daniel stood near the wall, his heart beating fast. Mr. Carter walked in, like a king entering his palace. He smiled at everyone. "Good morning, team," he said loudly. "I'm sure the CEO will be proud of how I handled this office." Just then, the door at the front opened. A man in a simple gray suit walked in. He did not look flashy, but when people saw his face, they stood up at once. It was Mr. Raymond, the CEO. He hardly ever visited. He raised his hand. "Please sit," he said calmly. His voice was soft, but it had power. Mr. Carter rushed to him. "Sir, What pleasant surprise, he said, smiling. If I had known you were coming, I would have... You would behave better with my staff. Mr. Raymond cut in. The room went silent. Mr. Carter's smile faded. "Yes, sir," he stammered. I don't understand." Mr. Raymond looked around the room. "Yesterday, something happened here," he said. "Something small, but also very big." He nodded at Daniel. "Daniel, please play the video." The lights dimmed. The big screen on the wall came alive. Everyone watched. First, they saw Mr. Carter walk out his office, shouting on the phone. They saw him bump the tea trolley with his leg. The cup slid to the edge. Then, a few minutes later, they saw Eli enter, cleaning the floor. He never touched the trolley. The cup fell by itself and smashed. Then they heard the audio from the lobby camera. They heard Mr. Carter's voice. "You broke something important to me, so I will break something important to you, your job." Gasps filled the room. Some people covered their mouths. Others shook their heads. Mia wiped a tear from her eye. Mr. Raymond looked at Mr. Carter. "Do you want to say anything?" he asked. Mr. Carter was pale. "Yes, sir, this is..." I was stressed. "It was just a cup. Just a cleaner." "Just a cleaner?" Mr. Raymond repeated. His voice grew colder. "Do you remember who cleans this office every morning before you arrive? Who keeps your glass table shining? Who makes your floor mirror bright so you can walk like a king in your shiny shoes?" Mr. Carter swallowed. I didn't mean..." Mr. Raymond stepped closer. "You fired an innocent man. You shouted at him in front of everyone. You made him feel like trash for a mistake that you caused." He looked at the staff. "If this is how my manager behaves when I am away, then I have failed as a leader." Just then, the door at the back opened. Everyone turned. Eli stood there. He wore his simple uniform. His eyes were confused. Daniel had called him that morning and begged him to come. "Please, just trust me," Daniel had said. Now, Eli stood at the door, ready to walk away again if someone shouted at him. Mr. Raymond smiled kindly and said, "Eli, come inside. You are the most important person in this room today." Eli blinked in surprise. "And me, sir?" he asked. "Yes, you," Mr. Raymond replied. Eli walked slowly to the front. His hands shook. He had never stood in front of all these people like this. Mr. Raymond turned to the staff. "Everyone," he said, "yesterday, this man was treated with no respect. Today, that will change." He looked at Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter apologized to him. Right now, in front of everyone, the same way you insulted him. The whole room held its breath. Mr. Carter's pride fought with his fear. His lips trembled. "Sir, do I really have to?" Mr. Raymond's eyes hardened. "Yes, or you can leave this company today." Silence. Then, slowly, Mr. Carter turned to Eli. His voice was low. "Eli," he said, I am sorry." Mr. Raymond stepped in. "Louder," he ordered. "He deserves to hear it clearly." Mr. Carter swallowed. He looked Eli in the eyes. "Eli," he said again, this time louder, "I am sorry. I treated you badly. I was wrong. Please forgive me." Everyone watched. Some people actually smiled. Some looked shocked. The arrogant boss was now almost begging. Eli stood there, tears in his eyes. For a moment, he remembered his little daughter's words. Heroes never fail. He took a deep breath. "Sir," he said softly, "I forgive you, not because what you did was small, but because if I don't forgive, my heart will stay heavy. I don't want hate in my heart." The room was quiet. Even Mr. Raymond seemed moved. He nodded. "This is what real strength looks like," he said. "Not a loud voice, not a big office, a big heart." He turned to Eli. "From today, you are not just a cleaner," he said. "You will be our facility supervisor. Full-time staff, better salary, health insurance. And I heard you have a daughter?" Eli's eyes widened. "Yes, sir. Alina," he said. Mr. Raymond smiled. "The company will pay for her school fees," he said, "every month, as long as she studies." Eli put his hands over his face. He began to cry. But this time, they were tears of relief. Thank you, sir, he whispered. You have no idea what this means. Mia clapped softly, then Daniel, then the whole room. The sound of clapping grew louder and louder. Mr. Raymond raised his hand again. As for you, Mr. Carter, he said, you will no longer be the branch manager. You will be moved to a lower position in another branch, and you will attend training on how to treat people with respect. Mr. Carter's face fell. He wanted to argue, but he knew it was useless. This was his karma. He had broken someone's heart over a broken cup. Now his own pride was broken in front of everyone. Ending moral for voiceover. Sometimes, life uses small moments to show us big truths. A broken cup is nothing, but a broken heart, that can change someone's whole world. If you have money and power, never forget, the people who clean your floor, cook your food, open doors for you, they are not less than you. They are human, just like you. Treat them with respect, because one day, the same people you shame in public might be the ones who stand above you when the truth finally comes out. If you were in Eli's place, would you forgive? And if you were in Mr. Carter's place, would you change before karma arrives?